Every education system on Earth has the same hierarchy of subjects. Everyone, doesn't matter where you go. You'd think it would be otherwise, but it isn't. At the top are mathematics and languages, then the humanities, and at the bottom are the arts, everywhere on Earth. And in pretty much every system, too, there's a hierarchy within the arts. Art and music are normally given a higher status in schools than drama and dance. There isn't an education system on the planet that teaches dance every day to children the way we teach them mathematics. Why? Why not? I think this is rather important. I think maths is very important, but so is dance. Children dance all the time if they're allowed to. We all do. We all have bodies, don't we? Yeah. Did I miss a meeting? I mean, I think...
My name is Roland. I hail from Connecticut.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jade Humphreys.
So as you may or may not know, currently the arts are at the bottom. They're the very bottom of what kids are being taught, and quite honestly, I think that's messed up. I don't see why. I don't see why it has to be that you're only good at school. If you could add, if you could subtract, if you could do long division, whatever, it doesn't like any of that. I don't get why that is what measures intelligence these days, because those are just numbers. And unless you're going into a field with those numbers, they don't mean shit. So here we are trying to teach our kids to be good with numbers, but at the same time, we are not encouraging them to be creative. We're not encouraging them to paint, to draw, to anything, to write poetry, anything like that, which are all like very intelligent and complicated forms of expression. So it just doesn't make sense to me that one thing is so like critically held and is what is important, but something that is equally of it, like that should be of equal importance. It just doesn't, like they don't focus on it.
I would say that like people put more of an emphasis on math and language and things like that rather than the arts, is because those are the things that are going to get you that really high paying job, or just the thing that's the job that's ranked the highest. And whereas the arts, people always kind of shy away from them because they feel like it's not something that you can achieve at.
Like I went to a private elementary school, which definitely focused a lot more on the creativity. They were very more open about that. So I would say that's why I'm kind of a creative person these days. But yeah, there is no doubt that the majority of, more specifically, public schools are definitely shunning out, not necessarily shunning, but kind of like the creative classes are out of the light. They are not what's important. They are not what's focused. You know, if a kid does really well on some sort of art project, you know, he's not gonna, his teacher's not gonna go and tell their parents about it. Like they're not gonna be like, oh, you wouldn't believe what he drew, because that's not what's important, you know. But like as soon as a kid gets like does really good on some sort of like exam or something, you know, he gets all this recognition, like really cool, like good, you memorize formulas, you were able to do that, but that's not what counts. It's not what's important.
We had to take at least 2 art electives every single year, and it didn't matter what they were. We had a lot of classes that had to do with film and drawing and painting and photography, and even like outdoor, expressing yourself through like outdoor, the environment, and taking classes like ecological Indian, which was like you go out in the woods and build teepees and things like that. And like it was just a way to break up the day. Instead of sitting in the classroom, memorizing facts, writing papers, instead of doing that for 7 hours a day, you had at least 2 hours in which that you could kind of let your creativity blossom, I suppose. Because I had to be creative throughout my high school, it kind of, I don't want to say it made me smarter, but you kind of have like more sense about things that aren't just following the rules and spitting back information that you were told. You kind of process things a little differently. Thank you.